Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am, you guessed it, in a hotel room. I'm giving you a review today. I'm at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites Central Pier here in Bangkok, Thailand. And we did get a room upgrade, which I'll show you in just a minute. But first, let's go take a peek at the pool and the gym, which are the two amenities. And then I'm also going to show you the breakfast that comes with my stay here as well. And then let me give you a tour of the room here in just a second. All right, guys, first stop is the pool and the gym, and they are on the same floor. We are on level 2. Here's the pool. You got steps right here. So Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Bangkok Central Pier. Pool looks good, but as you can see, there's only chairs to sit and enjoy. And the gym is open 24 hours. They've got pool towels over here, gym towels right there. Come in, very modest gym, guys, but a gym is a gym, right? Gives you something you can do, better than nothing. You've got water, you got one weight machine here, basically one of everything, a set of weights and a bench, and then you've got a bike, a strider, and a treadmill. So a little bit of everything here. You know, you're probably not going to get a ton of workouts done here, but you know what? Bangkok is a city where you're going to get a lot of steps. So let's head up to the 5th floor to the room. They did give us an upgrade to a corner room, so let's go check that out right now. Oh, before we do that, there's a bathroom right here as well, if you need to go to the bathroom. All right, wave your hand. Push. Let's head to the elevator. Okay, back up to the room. So let's take a tour. This is a quick sneak peek. They did upgrade me to a corner room, which is a little bit more spacious. We've stayed here before and had a regular room, so I can attest that it is definitely more spacious. So let's take a look here. This is right by the front door. You do have to put the key in for the lights and the air to work. You got this whole little area right here. You got the refrigerator. And it is not a mini bar, so you can put all your own stuff in there, which is great. I love that. They got this little drawer here, but they're actually just keeping the stuff up here on the tray. The kettle, tea, coffee creamer, but you can get that at breakfast. And then you get bottled water. You can always ask them for more. Up front, here is our kind of closet area. Some hangers here, and then they do have one that you can open here as well. You've got slippers, the safe, and several shelves too. So let's take a peek at the bathroom now. So this is the shower. It's a pretty good sized shower, if we're being honest. That's a nice sized shower with the handheld, so no rain, just the handheld here. And then you've got body wash and shampoo, no conditioner, you guys. Wah, wah, wah. And then we've got the sink area here. Pretty decent little sink area. A few things included here. And liquid hand wash, though, bonus for that. I do like that. You've got little cubbies here to store stuff. And then your commode here, as well as your towels hanging there. So let's take a look at the rest of the room. Right here is where the TV is. And this is a nice big desk area. I like that. It's actually a huge desk area. If we had 2 chairs, we could both sit there and work if we wanted to. So that's pretty nice. I like that. And then you've got a little chaise over here, which is pretty comfortable. I guess if you had a third person, maybe they could sleep there. But that's a nice place to sit and read. I do like that. And then it is a queen bed as opposed to a king. And you can probably tell that just from kind of looking at it right here, that that is not a king bed. I do like... This is a fairly new hotel. This was actually, we saw this being built actually on one of our trips here. So it's a pretty new hotel. So as you can see, it's got great electrical outlets as well as the USB. Little surprised I didn't put USB-C, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So you've got a little bit of everything right here. Cute little nightstands, kind of that leather look on the drawer. This is nice. They give you the soft and firm pillows. I haven't tried the bed out yet, but Like I said, we've stayed here before and it was pretty firm. Over here by the desk area, there is outlets as well. And then you've got the little USB. And these are great because they're universal, so you don't need a universal travel adapter in a lot of places in Thailand, especially in Bangkok, which is a great window here. It's not much of a view except like into the local alley here, but actually I think it's kind of cool. I love that. It's the locals living. And then the other nightstand, pretty much the same as the other one on the other side, and you got your electrical outlet and then control of the lights as well. So that's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good room. Nice little upgrade to get the corner room because it's a little bit bigger, so definitely like that. I'm gonna give you my review and score for this hotel room coming up next. All right, guys, it is morning time and it's time to head down to breakfast. Breakfast is included at basically all Holiday Inn Express hotels, so it is not an extra perk here for having status at this hotel, but they do have a really good breakfast here. Like I said, we've stayed at this hotel before. They have a really nice spread, so let me show you what that looks like downstairs, and I'll show you what I chose for breakfast as well. Breakfast is open from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. 7 days a week, so let's head down there and check it out. I'm not terribly hungry this morning. Let me show you what I got for breakfast. Fried egg, a little piece of an omelet, rice, some cucumber and tomato, and a little pork rice soup. So, and I got a little bit of juice too. I'll get some coffee as well. Not too bad. It's a really good spread though. If you're hungry, there's tons to eat. All right, guys, so you've seen this property. It looks pretty amazing, honestly. It's probably one of our favorite budget spots to stay in Bangkok, and it's in one of our favorite areas to stay in as well. We do love being so close to the river. Speaking of close to the river, let's jump into the numbers. The very first one is location. So we give this one a 9 because it is a short walk to the BTS station from there. It's on the Silom line at Saphan Taksin station for BTS. So it's really nice. And then you have a little mall right there, Central Mall, with a Robinson, a Tops grocery store, huge one too, and just lots of offerings there. So there's lots there, street food, market in the evening, everything. As a matter of fact, even when I stay at other parts of the city, I take the train all the way over there to go to the nail shop because the nail shop there is really amazing. So I always use that one there. So I'm going to give this one 9 out of 10 for location. Second one is cleanliness. It's going to be a 10 out of 10 for cleanliness. A super clean location. You walk into the lobby and it looks like it's brand new. Now, granted, this is a brand new hotel, but they do keep it in very good condition. You're not going to see a speck of dust in this one. Everything is kept really clean, and it's just a really nice location. Next one is amenities. Remember, this is out of 20. I'm going to give this one a 17 out of 20. A few reasons. This is a Holiday Inn Express and Suites, and they do have a pool at this one, which is really nice. A nice little pool, and it was never busy. So that was really nice. Now, again, the gym, also small. As you saw, pretty small, but they did have enough in there. Again, you're not probably going to leave the cardio equipment for your steps because you're going to be walking all over the city anyways. So I wouldn't stress about the steps part. They did have some free weights, so you can do weights still, which is really nice, and a resistance machine. So enough there to get the job done. And I don't think it was going to be very busy at all. Most people that stay here only stay for a few days, and they're just exploring the city. So you're going to have basically the run of the pool and the gym there. So 17 out of 20 for the amenities. Next one is the service, 10 out of 10. The staff at this location is so helpful, so nice. Anything you ask for, they're on top of it. Really, really helpful staff, and just always had a smile on their face. I don't think I ever saw one staff person not smiling. Now it is Thailand, so not entirely unusual, but they just seemed like genuinely happy. Next one, let's talk about the lounge. So there's not a lounge at this location. However, we did get our breakfast included, Holiday Inn Express, did get our breakfast included. It was a really good breakfast offering. Now this one, you don't get made to order things like eggs or anything like that, but what they did offer was really good. They always had variations. They usually have, if I'm thinking right, they usually had at least 3 or 4 egg variations, as well as several meats, tons of Eastern and Western offerings. They also had yogurt, fruit, pastries, all kinds of stuff. And then they had a couple of coffee machines, so it didn't get backed up for a long time. And they also had lots of great juice choices as well, which I liked experimenting with them and kind of mixing them to making my breakfast juices. So that was really good. So a 7 out of 10 for lounge, even though they didn't have a proper lounge. Elite recognition, 9 out of 10. We have stayed at this location multiple times and have gotten varying, depending on how busy they are, if you get an upgrade or not. This last one, we did get an upgrade, which was really nice to have that extra space in the room. It really does make a little bit of a difference, especially when you're staying for more than one night, to kind of spread out, open your bags if you need to repack or whatever. It is nice to have that extra space. They did recognize my status, thank you, all that kind of good stuff, and just were extra nice, I feel like. So a 9 out of 10 for that one. Value, 10 out of 10 for this one. The points values, I think, was around 6,800. So that translates, if you get your points on sale, you're looking at about $34 a night. This one's a no-brainer for Bangkok. A really good deal for your stay at this one. So excellent value, 10 out of 10. Next was the sleep environment. 10 out of 10. You would think it would be louder with the train nearby and the road nearby, but there's not. It's kind of a, I don't know what the word to use, maybe like transient area. So people are just moving through there quickly. The traffic doesn't pile up, so you're not going to hear a lot of honking. Not that you hear a ton of it in Bangkok, but you're not going to hear a lot of honking or loud trucks or anything like that. And you don't hear the train. Like I said, this is a pretty new hotel, so the windows reflect that as well. They did use high quality, so you don't hear all the noise in your room. And they did have the room darkening curtains as well, which was really nice. So, and you can also get that air, again, nice and cold. And you can get a really nice environment to sleep in. So 10 out of 10 overall experience at this property. A 10 out of 10. For a budget hotel, a score of 92 is incredible. We sing our praises all the time of this particular one. It's just close to so many things. You can hop on a boat, do the hop on, hop off, or you can do just the ferry that takes you from that side of the river to the other side of the river to Icon Siam. So lots of things that you can do from here and that you can get to very easily. So highly recommended. You probably have questions. Leave those down in the comment section. I do hope that this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.